Okay, so we can see now that Azure is saying that the video deployment demo deployment was successful. So if we go to the deployment one, so that's all we really need to do for setup. So, but what we do need is the access keys. So we're looking for IoT Hub owner. So the connection string primary key. So that's what we need. So we copy that and we then go to the edge profile. So we accept the three license requests, or the three requests, and we'll start going. So we're using IoT Hub. The name, we can call it really anything we like, but we'll stick with video demo. It doesn't need to be the same as what we set up in Azure, but the connection string, which is what we've just cut and pasted, and we can do that. So it says it's now connected to Azure. So if we go to, so this is the profile builder. So it's cut down into sections. So you've got dashboard, profiles, marketplace, devices, vision, and settings. Your settings, you can do the device management services. So device management services is what we're using uh, for. Get rid of one of those. That one, top one. That's the one. That's an old one. Delete. Use it in capitals. There we go. Delete forever. So the reason we had a previous demo in there is you're only allowed one free tier instance of the IoT Hub, so I had to delete my old instance. So we'll go back and so you've got the dashboard. So dashboard can take you wherever you want. Profiles. So we want to download a profile. So I'll have a look. No demos found for that one. So starter kit, we will download the selected. So this is just setting up the templates. We'll use one of these for deploying it to the device. We'll leave that to go. So I'll just pause the video while that's downloading. Okay, so the template's downloaded, and we'll finish that. Okay, so I'll just show you the templates. So this is the starter kit template, the default template that comes in, and basically these are modules that basically get downloaded to the Vizi-AI. So we have the Vino engine, AWS model stream if you're using AWS, Portainer. Basically gives you a mechanism to look at the status of the Docker containers running on the device. MongoDB is a database. Stream viewer and frame streamer are to do with sending the videos. And the model manager will come into later. And then you can see here we've got Node-RED as part of the base model. If you've got other modules that you want to go, you can look at the marketplace. It takes a little bit of a while for it to load, but you can see there's official Docker Hub images that you can download and configure, Portainer applications, and then this is the AD Links public Docker repository for downloading containers and adding them to your devices. So the next thing to do is for me to plug in the device. It will take a little while for it to wake up. So when we go to the devices tab, currently it's reporting that there's no devices attached. So I've just powered it on. It takes a few moments for it to wake up. But what we will do is, so I know which IP address it's going, and I've pre-configured the device to allow SSH. It's not by default allowing SSH, but if you need information on how to do setting up SSH, it's on the go-to. There's a guide. So I'll pause the video a moment and we'll do a refresh and we can see the device. So it's given us the IP address. So we can see it's down as an unregistered device, and there's a set of buttons and a command to register the device. So we'll click on register. So we'll give it an alias. So we shall call it DiscoBot and register the device. So we can use a local profile or download a template. So we've just downloaded the template, so we'll use the local one. So this is the one we've downloaded, and we shall install it to the device. So it says it's been successfully installed. So we've got DiscoBot as a registered device, and the command to deregister it. So we'll look at widget. So no model managers and no inference engines currently. So it takes a little while for it to download the profile to the device, but we shall have a look. So we had the IP address 192.168.1.87. Oh, missed a bit. There we go. So if we do a Docker PS, we can see that it's starting up. So when we were looking at the modules before, so you can see StreamViewer, Portainer, MongoDB, Edge Hub, FrameStreamer, and Edge Agent. So they're all coming up. So Portainer says it's up. So let's go back to the device. So now that Portainer's up, we can get a link here. So if we open this in a new tab, we can log in to Portainer. So it's asking me for a login. So when you first get the device, it will ask you to set a password. So you don't need to so it sets you up with a device level password, which you only need to set once. I've reused this SD card several times without blitzing it. So when you deregister the device, it removes all the Vizi-AI configuration, but the Portainer login is persistent over those. So we can see here we've got the local. So if we have a look, so we can see there's 9 containers. So if we have a look at the container list, so currently the OpenVINO engine stopped, the model manager stopped, but the other ones are moving along. So we just need to give it a bit of time. So we'll pause the video here for a second. So looking at the container list now. So we can see the containers, some of them down as marked as stopped. So if we go and look at Azure, so we can actually look at the models and it will tell you whether they're running or in the back off. So when it's coming up, it will put a number of the modules into a back off state, but it still means it's retrying the deployment. So if we go back from our IoT hub, so when we go into video demo, we see the video demo. So the information we're after is under IoT Edge. For IoT Edge, it will then give us a device, so we can see there's one deployment count. So we'll click that, and sorry, we'll just double click on DiscoBot actually. There we go. and then that will give us the information. So you've got the primary and secondary keys here, and then you've got the status of the modules, and this should be the runtime status. So you can see it's saying back off for a number of the modules. So we just need to give it some time to think about going up. So we will refresh that page. There we go. There's a refresh button up here. We just need to wait for the models to come up. I'll pause the video again here for a moment. So the container list is now updated and it shows they're all running. So if we go back to Azure, if we refresh this, it should give us, so we've got the AWS one, we've got no AWS configured, and it says everything's running. So we can go back to the device. So we've got the device here, we'll go to Vision. So we can now see that there's a demo screen. So this is basically a default profile that the edge device is playing a video and doing inference on a specific model, and we can see it. So if we want to see the video, so we can see this, go to streams, we can then click on it and it will show us the video that the device is currently running. So you can see here, here's a street view, and you can see the video static, but the inference is live. So it's inferring on this live video, and the boxes that you're seeing are being displayed real time. I think that concludes the setup of the device. If we go back,